Hey guys, it's Bree. A happy start to January. This is my January TBR. So I'm really excited to start January off on a good start. I don't know, January is just always one of those exciting months because it feels like everything is fresh and new. And so I have a couple of books here that I think I'm going to read. I do have some of my weekends already scheduled and blocked out so that I know that I will not be able to read over them. And in order to kind of keep to pace and keep up with where I want to be, I have chosen to start off with some YA and middle grade reads. They're classics that have been on my list for actually quite a while that I haven't gotten around to, and I think this is just the perfect opportunity. The first is The Phantom Tollbooth. This is by Norton Juster and is about a little boy named Milo. Milo is bored with everything and kind of magically gets to go to the island of conclusions, which you jump to. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And he has to rescue rhyme and reason and kind of comes to a realization that life is actually pretty good and that he can enjoy it. This is a classic that I've actually been seeing referenced all over the place lately. It's not one that I read as a kid myself, but definitely one that I know is influential in a lot of fantasy and sci-fi writers. And so I'm really actually looking forward to getting to read it. I don't expect it will take me very long. And I do think it'll probably be an amusing read at the very least. The next book I have is also a middle grade book. This is one that I'm halfway through already, and that's Madeline L'Engle's A Wrinkle in Time. Again, another middle grade book that I didn't read as a kid that's very fundamental to science fiction and fantasy as a genre. This is about a girl named Meg whose father has gone away to work for a long time. She feels like an outcast in her family, and her younger brother Charles is also kind of an outcast in the society as a whole. And three strange women move in across the way and tell Meg and Charles that they have to come with them to find their father. It's really already quite fantastical. Again, so fundamental to a lot of writing, and I'm looking forward to finishing it and being able to talk about it. I have a copy of Shadow Shaper by Daniel Jose Older. This is about a girl named Sierra, and Sierra is kind of into street art. She is looking forward to spending the summer with her friends making arts, and then realizes that all of the murals in her neighborhood are starting to cry real tears. Then she finds out about something called Shadow Shapers, and Shadow Shapers can trap real souls in art. It should be quite fantastical. I know that Daniel Jose Older is really, really well respected, and I've heard nothing but good things about his books, so I'm looking forward to finally getting around to reading it. I have a copy of The Magician King. This is the second book in the Magician's trilogy by Lev Grossman, about a group of basically college kids who go into the magical land of Fillory. It's a play on the idea of Narnia, and I quite liked the first one, but I just never got around to reading the second. So I'm looking forward to getting around to actually reading it. My younger brother was like, "You need to finish this book." And when he tells me, he's not the biggest reader, so I know it's probably pretty good. And I'm looking forward to also being able to compare it with the TV series that's out. I have a copy of The Stars Are Legion, which I have been talking about constantly, it seems like, since I got it in the mail. This is Cameron Hurley's newest release. Unlike a lot of her fantasy, it is a sci-fi setting. You might be able to tell that from the planet on the cover. And it is an all-ladies space opera. I'm really, really looking forward to it. I'm hoping it is as good as I would like for it to be, but I will, of course, keep you posted on this one. And then the last thing I have, I think I saw Katie at Katie Loves to Read talking about this one. It was someone was talking about this, and I'm pretty sure it was Katie. And that is The Bear and the Nightingale. This is a book I've had for quite a while. It's been sitting on my shelf. I got my copy for free at Worldcon, and it is a kind of Russian fairy tale-esque story about a young girl. It sounds very interesting. It's supposed to be very atmospheric and really beautifully written, in the vein of Uprooted. though I think the comparisons largely come from like that atmospheric writing tone. I don't know much about Catherine Arden other than that she's written this book and that it's gotten really wide acclaim. So I will be reading this one and hoping for the best. So there you have it. These are the 6 books that I am planning on reading this upcoming month. Let me know what you're going to be reading. I'm really interested and I would love to hear about your plans for the start to the year. You know the drill. Comment, like, and subscribe. I will talk to you later. Bye.